TD, Tutty, taking it to the house. Reservations for six. Whatever you call a touchdown, one thing's for sure. Touchdowns matter more at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. On the ground, in the air, from the special teams or the defense, we don't care how you score them. We want to bet on touchdowns. And at DraftKings Sportsbook is the number one place to bet touchdowns. Ready to place your first NFL bet? Try something as simple as betting on a player to score a touchdown. Go to DraftKings Sportsbook app and make your bet today. Ready to do your touchdown dance of your own? New DraftKings customers can bet $5 and get $250 instantly in bonus bets and get 1 month free of NFL Plus Premium. Download the DraftKings Sports app. Use code Shannon. That's code Shannon for new customers to get $250 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 and get 1 month free of NFL Plus Premium. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. As a former NFL player, I know a thing or two about high performance, and that's why I drive the BMW 7 Series. This car has everything I need. It's big enough, comfortable enough, and luxurious enough to meet even my high expectations. When I'm behind the wheel of the BMW, I'm not just driving a car, I'm driving legacy. What I love most is the precision engineering, cutting-edge technology, and unmatched style. Whether it's spacious interior, the powerful engine, or the smooth ride, BMW makes sure every detail is on point. I trust BMW to deliver the ultimate driving experience, and I know you will too. So why wait? Head over to BMWUSA.com. Check out models like the sporty X3, the all-electric i4. Build your dream car today and join me in experiencing luxury and performance that only the ultimate driving machine can offer. Hello, I'm Shannon Sharpe, and I'm a Row sponsor. Do you want hotter, more spontaneous sex? Row Sparks can help. Sparks offer dual-action prescription treatment that's giving men stronger and harder erections. Row Sparks works faster than other treatments because they're dissolved under the tongue and go directly to the bloodstream. Why does that matter? Because now when the mood is right, he'll be ready. No more waiting for that pill to kick in. Plus, Row Sparks stays active in your system for up to 36 hours. But when you get aroused, hey, woo, you get hard without waiting. With Row Sparks, guys can get more confidence in bed, more satisfaction for their partners, and more control when it's sexy time. Row connects guys with a medical provider 100% online. There's no awkward conversation with an in-person doctor. If approved, treatment ships directly to the door. To find out if a prescription for Row Sparks are right for you, connect with a provider at row.co/nightcap. URL, that's ro.co/nightcap. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. I am your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. He is your favorite number 85, Liberty City's own, Cincinnati Bengal great, Pro Bowler, All-Pro, Ring of Fame honoree. He's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Y'all can just call him Ocho. Thank you for joining us after you see the Cincinnati Bengals go into MetLife and take down the New York Giants 17-7. Ocho and I will get to that in just a moment. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that like button and do us a favor. Make sure you go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. And remember, every subscriber matters. And we thank you for mattering. Because of you, we are who we are and we are able to do what we do. So thank you again for your support. Please make sure you go check out Shea by LaPortier. We're going to be in 14 to 16 states by the end of the year. If we're not currently in a state or city near you, you can order it because we have it in stock and we can ship it right to your door. Please go follow my media company pages on all platforms. That's Shay Shay Media and my clothing company, 84. The Unc and Ocho tees are back in stock. I repeat, the Unc and Ocho tees are back in stock. Thank you guys for reaching out. Let us know that you have started receiving your orders as last week. So hopefully by the middle of this week, all orders will have been confirmed and you would have received your merchandise. Thank you again for your support. Please make sure you go vote for us at the Signal Awards. Nightcap is nominated for 2 awards. Best Live Podcast Recording, we're currently in second. And Best Co-Host Team, we're still currently in second. Voting is open until October 17th, midnight, October 17th. After that, there's no more voting allowed. Just like the Webbits, you have to create an account and then verify it with your email. Again, you have to create an account and then verify it with your email. Club Shay Shay is also nominated for 3 awards: Popular Culture and Variety Show, Best Athletes Shaping Culture, and Best Individual Episode, Best Guest, Cat Williams. Again, please go out. You supported us great. Yeah, I know I need some honey and tea. My voice is shot. Being in them airports that long wasn't really
Nah,
conducive for my
that
health.
ain't no airport. That ain't why your voice shot. That ain't no airport. Yeah, I'm glad you took my
uh,
advice though. Did you use whipped cream?
Nah, bro. Nah. But thank you guys again. Club Shay Shay are nominated for 3 awards. Nightcap are nominated for 2. We appreciate your support by going out and voting for us. So thank you again. Let's jump right into
Yeah.
it, Ocho. Your Bengals go on the road and secured a much needed
Mhm.
win to improve to 2-4, beating the New York Giants
Yeah.
17-0 on the road. Joe Burrow was 19 of 28, 202 yards, clean games. He didn't turn it over. They ran the ball 20 times for 121 yards. They didn't have a whole lot of plays. They only ran 49 total
Hmm.
plays. That's not a
No.
lot, but they get the job done. Daniel Jones, 22 of 41, 205, one
Hmm.
interception, a horrible interception. The field goal kicker didn't make anything better because he missed 2
Hmm.
field goals. They ran the ball 31 times for 119, one touchdown, one touchdown. No, Tracy had a rushing touchdown.
Yeah.
Excuse me, no passing touchdown, a rushing
Yeah.
touchdown. As they lose, the Giants lose, fall to 2-4, 0-3 at home. Bengals fall, go to 2-4, 2-1 away, 2-1 away from
Yeah.
home. Ocho, what did you like about this
Listen,
game?
what I liked about this game, oh, hold on. I'm gonna start with what I didn't like. What I didn't like is the offense.
What
I
did
didn't
you?
like the offense. I didn't like our offense, the Bengals, obviously playing down to the competition that we are playing. And to give credit to the Giants defense, that goddamn Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns,
Ojulari,
and how you say it?
Ojulari,
Ojulari.
Ojulari.
Salute to them boys. Salute to them boys. I just want to make sure I give them their credit and give them their credit in what they were able to do. Obviously, they double chased for really the entirety of the night. Chase Brown had a good game. T. Higgins, dog, phenomenal, phenomenal. That's why I always call him a 1A. If you did watch the game in its entirety, T. Higgins is a 1A. Other than that, it was a good game. The play calling to me is still a little bit vanilla for us to have the 2 weeks, the previous 2 weeks that we did offensively, and to come in to play the Giants and the Giants do what they did to us tonight. I just don't understand. I just don't understand based on the type of games Burrow had the previous 2 weeks before the night. Other than that, defense played well. As bad as our defense has been this year, I think we're ranked damn near the bottom half when it comes to the run, when it comes to that to the pass. We held them to 7 points tonight, and it was a good. It was an ugly win, but it was a win. It was
Yeah.
an ugly win, but it was a win. Other than that, I mean, I got kind of nervous a little bit. I got kind of nervous towards the
Mm-hmm.
end. Um, we needed 2 first downs to seal the game, and here we go. First down, run the ball. Here we go. Second down, run the ball. Third down, sack. I'm like, oh shit, here we go again. Here we go again, about to throw the game away because what I thought was going to happen was at the wrong opportune time, the Giants were going to go down and score and tie the goddamn game. But it didn't happen.
Yeah.
We got away with this one. I think we got the Browns next week. Hopefully we can pull off another one. And just that fast, if we can win next week, we done dug ourselves out that hole damn near.
No, you're not, because the Ravens are not
Who?
losing, and the Ravens, they're still winning. They've already beat you in your place.
I don't like the way you just rained on my parade. I didn't need that. I didn't need that.
Okay,
Let me
okay,
feel good
okay.
about my Bengals right now. We started out really bad. We was 1-4. We won tonight. We 2-4. We
Yeah.
are going to beat the Browns next week. We're gonna be. I'm telling you, we're
Okay.
gonna beat the Browns next week. I'm going out on a limb and I'm saying
Okay.
it, and I'm feeling good. Please don't rain on my parade
Okay.
and on my team. Cause let's talk about your Broncos.
Are the Bengals playing better than the Ravens?
Absolutely not.
And they've already beat you in their two
Can I
games in
tell you
front of you.
something? The
Yeah.
Ravens started out fast and they hit their stride. I mean, they started off slow and they hit their stride. We started off slow
Mhm.
and we're just now hitting our stride. It just so happened the Ravens started
You
hitting their stride before we did.
you just said that you wasn't happy considering the two offensive performance that you had last week, and now you
Yeah,
get
tonight.
17
Sometimes
after
you have
scoring
games
30.
like this, huh? You played a game before. Sometimes you have games like this. And it's okay. It's okay. That's why the first thing I did was I gave salute to the three defensive players that were the best tonight for the Giants because they played really well. And again, salute to Lou as well because our defense played as well and held them to 7 points.
Man, look here. Let's cut the
Don't
bullshit.
do that.
Daniel
Don't
Jones
do that. Don't
terrible.
do that. Don't jump on us
Ocho,
too bad.
Ocho,
Don't jump on us too
Ocho.
bad, please.
No, Daniel Jones is
Oh,
terrible.
okay. You on that side of the
Ocho,
ball.
the first play of third quarter, they run a great play fake. Slayton runs a great dig route. He's wide open and he skips the ball to him.
Yes, sir.
Ocho, that is the most routine. He has no pressure. He had a great ball fake. Slayton runs a great route. Ocho, you gotta, if you can't complete the routine, how are you gonna win?
Yeah.
How? Why would you retreat? You in field goal range. Why would you retreat and throw the ball up in the middle of the field, Ocho? Ocho, that's high school. That's basic fun.
Interception, right?
Yes. Oh, that is so routine. I shouldn't even have to tell you. First of all, you never roll and then throw back across your body. You never retreat and throw the ball up in the middle of the field.
You don't. That's Cardinal rule number 1.
This is an NFL professional quarterback, and he makes the most boneheaded plays that a high school player is taught not to do. A junior high player is not taught not to do.
There's one person that's worse than him. So there's one quarterback in the NFL that's worse than him. He played down there in Tennessee.
Oh, Will Levis?
Yeah, when we talk about bonehead plays and things you just cannot do, not even giving you a chance, an opportunity to win. But I don't mean to veer off track. But Daniel Jones didn't play very well tonight. He didn't give his team a chance to win with some of the throws that he did make. You are correct. He might have been seeing ghosts though, huh? He might have been seeing ghosts because it does happen. When you get hit enough, you get sacked enough, you get rattled, you start doing things you don't normally do that are routine. It makes the routine things difficult.
Yeah. But I think the thing is, Ocho, I just think your team is like really inconsistent. And the problem that you're going to have is that your defense isn't very good. Now, you got away with one tonight because their offense is worse than your defense. But when you play a team that can put points on the board, I don't know how many games you're going to win that when you play an offense that you score 17 points.
This is the problem, Unc. The previous 2 weeks, we were a team that can put points on the board. We've scored 30. We had 30 balls the past 2 weeks in a row. That's why I don't understand what the hell happened tonight.
But here's the thing. Remember against Washington, how many times did you kick field goals in the red zone? That's what got you beat against the Commanders. Last week, you got the ball. You scored, 5 times? But when you needed it, you threw an interception late. You had the Chiefs on the rope. You fumble the ball. They get a scoop and score. You see, your offense at the most inopportune times are not doing what they need to get done. Going up and down the field, you should be pleased. The one thing you should be pleased with tonight, Ocho, is that when it was a 10-7 ball game and they got the ball back, they went down and got 7. You should be pleased with that because when a team can take the ball and says, we're not going to give it back to you, or if we do give it back, you're going to be down 2 scores. You should be very, very pleased with that. That is the mark of a team that says, okay, if we can just shut them down a little bit on defense. I'm not saying you got to be the 2000 Ravens, but damn, you can't give up 41. You can't give up 33 or whatever they gave up against the Commanders. But when you play the Giants, if you don't put the ball in harm's way, their offense can't consistently move the ball well enough to beat you because of that quarterback play. Now, they can dress it up all they want to and talk about it's the offensive line and those receivers. He is not a good NFL quarterback. It's really that simple. The money aside, I don't care about the money. Hell, he's not a good quarterback for $20 million a year because the routine throws he can't make consistently. What you think? What?
He's not a good quarterback for how much a year?
20 million, 15. He not. I mean, he just. It's just hard to win when your quarterback play is that inconsistent.
You're right. You're right. Listen, every team, every team. It's 32 teams in NFL, and every team is just a quarterback away from being good, a quarterback away from being in contention, a quarterback away of consistent quarterback play, away from just being able to build and get your franchise going in the right direction. But the thing about the quarterback position, as we know, and you know, and those that are not casual fans of the game know, that position is very difficult. It's a reason why they command the money that they do. It's a reason they command the money, not command the money, but when the timing is off, sometimes you just have to pay a person because there's nothing out there for you. There's nothing else to go get. They had no choice but to pay Daniel Jones at the time when it was time to pay him. I mean, where were you going? There was nowhere else to go. That's what I call timing being right. The timing was right. There were no other options, and he
But
was the
see,
best option for you.
that's when you ignore what you had seen the previous 2.5 years and you base everything on one
Mm,
season. They made the playoffs. But what did the previous 2 seasons tell you? So you ignore that and says, this is who he is. So you have a large sample size of who somebody is, but you take the small sample size. It's almost like being in a relationship. Your girl gives you her ass to
mm,
kiss, except on your
mm.
birthday. And you say, this is who my baby is. But what about the other
Right.
364? So what about the large sample size in which you've seen Daniel Jones play and you've seen the inefficiency and you've seen the ineffectiveness? Nah, we're going to disregard that. We're just going to say this is who he is and this is who he can be. Nah,
But
nah.
it's hard though. It's hard. It's hard. You know how difficult it is to find quarterbacks. Good
And they still
quarterbacks
haven't
that you can
found
win
one.
with, quarterbacks that can play consistently week in and week out. That shit it's
And
hard.
they paid $40 million and they still haven't found one. You can win just as many games as they're going to win with a guy that makes 10 million. Can you
Yeah,
not?
yeah,
And see the thing is, Ocho, he plays just well enough at times that you're like,
yeah.
man.
He has flashes. Flashes is
Mm-hmm.
that okay, that's why we paid him. And then it goes back to no, something ain't right. Inconsistency.
We are we are what we repeatedly do.
Mm,
Therefore, it's not a singular act, it is a habit. What do you repeatedly do? If you look at Daniel Jones' body of work, what has he repeatedly done? Played
mm.
bad. He has more instances in which he's played bad, inconsistent, ineffective than he has playing good, being
You know, I gotta
effective
use that.
or
I
impactful,
gotta use that.
effective.
You just said something really, really, really profound. It's very simple, but we are what we repeatedly do, huh?
Yes. Therefore, it is not a singular act. It is a habit.
Boy, I'm finna use that one.
Habits are what we repeatedly do, not singular
Yeah.
acts.
Ooh, that's a good one. It was real simple and it almost got away from me, but I had to rewind it and bring it back in and replay it. That's a good one. God damn. Yeah.
Ocho, after suffering the worst home loss um, of his time as owner, general manager, 47-9 to the Detroit Lions, Jerry Jones backed head coach Mike McCarthy. When asked of a potential change, Jerry said, "Oh, I haven't even considered that. I'm not considering that. Just so you're clear, I'm not considering that." When reminded about his previous in-season coaching changes he made in 2010 when he fired Wade Phillips and named Jason Garrett interim head coach after 1-7 start, Jerry became even more defensive. That would be a hypothetical. In that manner, do you think I'm an idiot? Jerry, is that a rhetorical question? Or is that one that you want a yes or no answer to? Don't answer. Do you? Okay, well, I'm not going to do hypotheticals with you about what I would consider a coaching change in light of timing we're sitting here with. I'm not at all. The Cowboys are 3-3 after the loss to the Lions, and that wasn't just a
No,
loss.
no,
That wasn't
no,
just
no,
a
no, no,
loss.
no, no.
All losses aren't created equal. Yes, they go into the loss column, but they're not created equal. They're just one game behind the Commanders in the NFC East, but have lost their first 3 games at home for the first time since 2010. They've been outscored by 66 points. The Cowboys are 0-3 in the red zone today. Ocho, is it time to take McCarthy out of his position?
I have a question before we even get to Mike McCarthy, right?
Yes.
Before we
Yes.
even get to the players, before we get to the defense, before we get to the offense. The Cowboys lost today, right?
Yes.
Who was the first person we heard from?
The first person we always hear from, Jerry.
That's problem number one. That's problem one. That's problem
Yes.
number one, and always has been. But like you said, and like you told me, he would never change because he feels he's the best person to be able to run that team. What the Cowboys did today, it was very bad. It was dreadful. It was awful. It was terrible. It was frightful. It was atrocious. It was disgraceful. It was deplorable. I'm not sure if I have any other words I can explain the Cowboys showing today, offensively and defensively. It was bad. It was bad. It was bad to the point where the fucking Detroit Lions were running stuff that I haven't seen in years that I ran when I was in Optimus. When I was in Little League,
Yeah.
they were doing trick
Yeah. They was
plays that
very
I did when I
disrespectful
was 8 years old. This is the NFL. This is the best of the best. This is the NFL. It's the best of the best. How you throwing plays at the tackle?
because I have such little respect. This is what you call being disrespectful because we're on national television. We're going to run a lateral to a tackle.
I've never seen
Ocho,
anything
we're going
like
to call
that.
it. This is not the last play of the game where we're going to ladder it back
Right.
and forth. We're going to call it. And guess what? Before that, we're going to call a play. We're going to play fake it, and we're going to try to throw a back shoulder to the tackle.
Hold on, not a tight end, not a tight end, a tackle. That's Listen, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on in Jerry's world. They've had
I
three
do.
games at home. They lost all three games at home. Tonight wasn't a loss. I really can't even conjure up the words. I tried to give you a few synonyms on what tonight was, but I don't know what. I don't know what. Is it Mike McCarthy? Because with
Well,
that
who
same
you?
Mike McCarthy went 12-5 last year. But that's the with the Mike
Yeah.
McCarthy before that, the season previous to that, they went 12-5 as well, and had a
Yes.
playoff berth, even though they went home in the first round. But still, this is not the same Cowboy team that I'm used to seeing, especially in the regular season, because in the regular season they do win, but they don't start off this goddamn bad.
Their defense isn't very good. The defense is not
When has
built
their defense ever been
to play from
good?
behind. No, but see, here's the thing: is that what normally happens is that the offense can put pressure. See, they're built to play with a lead.
Hmm.
And what happens when you can't play with a lead and you can't pin your ears back because you got those guys that don't have anchors in their back
Mm.
pockets. You see how they move. You see how the 184 yards, and look at it. They don't just get beat; they get blown
Yeah.
out. They get blown out. What did the Saints do to them?
Mm.
What did Green Bay do to them in the playoffs? They put up 48. They got 47 hung on them today. New Orleans put
Yeah.
40
Yeah.
something on them. The Ravens took their foot out the gas too soon. They should have put
Right.
40 on them. And people keep saying, well, it's the defense, the defense. That got 3 field goals. If I know my defense isn't good, I can't settle for field goals. I've got to get touchdown because I've got to match. Because if I don't, we're going to get too far
Yeah.
behind. The best thing to happen is Dak threw that interception and got him out. Because what was going to happen is he was going to get some empty calories, and people going to say, well, Dak didn't see the game, say Dak played well. We've seen that far too
Right.
many times. We saw it against the Saints. We saw it against the Ravens. We see it a lot. We saw it against Green Bay, where he has these empty calories, and you look at the stat, and you're like, well, he didn't play bad if the defense could have got some stops. No, he got 3
Yeah.
field goals. 3.
Damn.
Actually, if you really think
Yes,
about it,
sir.
Ocho, they should have put 60 on him.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, it could have been a 60 ball easily. It could have been,
Because
but
think
that would have been very. I don't changes if they put up 60 points. Heads were probably going to roll, and somebody would have had to lose their job. It would have
but
been too much pressure
first
from
of
the
all,
outside world.
who are you going to put it? First of all, you can't put Mike Zimmer in that job because his defense is trash. So how you put him in that job as the head coach? I don't know who's the offensive coordinator. Who did they hire? Cowboys. I know Mike McCarthy calls the
Right.
plays, but who has the job title as offensive coordinator? Brian Schottenheimer.
Okay.
He's not. You're not putting
Right.
him there, so you're kind of stuck.
Mhm.
Because guess what? That's Mike McCarthy's offense. That's not Brian
Right.
Schottenheimer's offense. That's Mike McCarthy. Because remember, they got rid of the other guy because they said they ran the ball too
Mhm.
much. I mean, they threw the ball too much. they throw the ball way more now than they did when they had Kellen Moore as
So
offensive
I'm
coordinator.
assuming because they throw the ball so much, they're still not happy with the running game. They're still not happy with those they have to run the ball. So what's the answer there?
What happens, Ocho, when you fall
Right.
behind by
Oh, you have no
14, you
choice
fall
but to
behind by
throw.
21. So you don't really know. Look, I think Dardell is okay. I don't think he's great. I don't think you're going anywhere with
Right.
him. But you basically take your running game out because what do they do every game? They fall behind. And when you fall behind, I ain't even worried. Okay, run it. I dare you to, because all you're going to do is run time off the clock. Because they don't really have anybody that can hit their head on the goalpost.
No.
So with that being said, appreciate it. With that being said, this is bad. I don't know what's going on, but it's almost like CD and Dak has never played together. Ocho, you know he had 14 targets today and caught 7 of them. They put him in motion. He runs up the sideline. Dak throws it back, shoulder. He keeps going. He's looking for it over here. Dak throws it over there. Dak's looking for him to be over there. He throws it over here. So he's over here.
They got to get on. They got to get on the same page. They got to get on the same page.
Man, them guys been together for 5 years, Ocho. What the hell you mean get on the same page?
Listen, I mean, hell, even after 5 years, they're supposed to be in sync, especially in year 5. You supposed to know what I'm thinking every time as a receiver.
Right.
If you know a guy's off and I'm coming in motion, I'm running down the field and he's already off of me, it's okay. You throw that thing back shoulder. If you know I have a guy pressed and he's up on me and I'm coming in motion and he's locked up, you let that bitch go. Like there should the 2 people on offense that should be in unison is them 2. If them 2 out of sync,
they're not.
Then everything is falling apart. Because in order for their offense to get a rhythm, if they can't run the ball like they haven't been able to do, in order for their offense to get a rhythm and everything to get in sync, goddamn 4. Damn, what number CD wear? Oh, 4 and 88. Oh, they got to be on the same page. Because that can kickstart your offense right there, like a goddamn lawnmower. You know what? Shit ain't going right. McCarthy, call something from 4 to 88. Let's get us in rhythm. Every time.
You try. Ocho, at some point in time, we got to come to the realization the Cowboys aren't good. You can say 4 to 88, you can say 4 to 1 and 4 to this. The Cowboys aren't good.
Yeah.
And it's okay to say that.
They're not good. I didn't say it. But I think it's more than just that's in the way of them actually being good. It's more than just that than them actually being good. Being good starts all the way from the motherfucking top. Because the Kansas City Chiefs are good, but it starts at the top.
Yeah.
The Ravens are good. It's always started from the top. The Steelers are good, even they're rebounding back to being good, but it starts at the top. Just think about all the teams that are consistently good year in and year out, not living on what they've done in the past.
Because the coach is the voice of the team and not the owner. And the owner is okay with not getting credit, with not, oh, let me tell you who's going to play. Let me tell you who isn't. Let me tell you who's injured. Let me tell you who isn't. Let me tell you what's going on and let me tell you what's not. That's Jerry. Jerry ego won't let him be anything but this. All the teams that you mentioned, Steve Bisciotti, he don't care about no credit. The Rooneys, they don't care about no credit. The Hunts, they don't care about no credit. Only Jerry, because his ego, his insatiable appetite to be liked and to be known. That's why he won't hire a coach of substance, because anybody that comes in and they win, they're going to get the credit. That's why he got Jimmy ass up out of there, because Jimmy got the credit. Wasn't nobody talking about Jerry Jones. I was in the league when they were winning, and everybody talked about Jimmy. It was Jimmy and the triplets. Jerry was an afterthought. Jerry was disgusted by that because I purchased this team. I hired Jimmy Johnson, who was a college teammate of mine. And it rubbed him. And that's why he wants to win so bad. He feels if he can just win one without Jimmy and not having Jimmy players, he'll be okay. But I don't see it happening because he can't get out of his own way. And this team is not good enough. They're not good enough. Hey, Trayvon, bro, that's a speed merchant up there. If you press him and you miss, that's what's gonna happen. He gonna run by you. He gonna run by
Think
you,
about
Ocho.
J-Mo,
It's really that simple.
Jameson Williams.
Yes,
Yeah, he could go
yes.
now.
You can't miss him. You got to get all of him because you got a man with no help over the
Mm-hmm.
top. And he gonna run to that point, and Jared Goff gonna throw it up, and then it's gonna be a touchdown. Cowboys, they're in trouble, Ocho. They're in trouble. If you look at the teams, they're not better. Are they better than the Packers?
No,
No. Are they better than the
no.
Lions? No, we obviously not. They're not better than Minnesota. They're not better than the Commanders. They're not better than the 49ers. Ocho, right now, they're like the eighth or ninth best, maybe eighth, maybe
Right.
10th. Hell, I'm not so sure they're better than Chicago.
You think about, and this is the funny thing. I was gonna say, you think about all the teams that you just named, and you look at the quarterbacks of those teams. They're quarterbacks that play consistent week in and week out. Now, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with Dak because Dak does what he can do. I think he doesn't have enough. What's the word I'm looking for? Enough firepower.
Hold
Where
on.
you going? What chat? Anyway, like I was saying, I don't think Dak. You look at it, you think about all the other teams that Unc just named, and look at the weaponry that they have at their disposal. I think the Cowboys have some good players. They don't have that oomph. You got CD, and you need something else that really that commands that kind of that kind of attention that kind of alleviates the pressure off of Dak, alleviates some of the pressure off of CD. It's hard to explain, but most of the teams do have that. Shit, I don't know how to say it. I'm trying to say it without being disrespectful to the players that are there. I mean, they good, it's okay, but there's levels and there's different tiers to this shit, and I think that's what the Cowboys might be missing a little bit, especially offensively. Because if your defense is bad, your identity has to be somewhere. Your identity got to be somewhere. Either your identity is on offense or your identity is on fucking defense. It can't be on both sides of the ball. If your defense is bad, that means your offense has to be just that much better. And they just need more. They just need more. That's it. And we need Jerry to sit down. And I'm talking about we because I feel bad for the Cowboys fans. Hell, I feel bad for the Cowboys players. Now I understand what Suge Knight was talking about. That same speech he gave at whatever the award show that was is pertaining to Jerry. Same thing. Same thing. Let us play. Let the coaches coach. A great team, somebody say, Ocho, a great team needs both sides. No, it doesn't. A great team doesn't need both sides. And you'll never get that. You'll never get that. A team is always lopsided. Even a team that have won Super Bowls, it's always lopsided at some point, somewhere. You can't have a great defense and a great offense. That's like impossible. You think about the Ravens when they won the Super Bowl. Defense let up what? They let up 10 points entire
They gave up 10 points a
a
game.
game. Hey,
Um,
somebody just said, I mean, you're better at explaining it to me or to them,
yeah, what's up?
as opposed to someone said you need a great team on both sides of the ball to win.
No, you need to play complementary
Bingo.
football.
I,
Because I think the mark of any good team, Ocho, is can you get done what you need to get done when you absolutely have to. Go back and look at the Chiefs. Look how they played bad all last year. But in the playoffs, when they needed to get a key third down, what did they do?
Yeah.
They got it. When they needed to get a stop, the defense was consistent all
Mhm.
year. But when they needed to get off the field,
They got
off the field. When they needed to force a turnover, when Zay Flower was about to get the ball, what did
Punch
Snead
it
do?
out.
Punch it out. They
Yeah.
get on it. So you need to be able to play complementary football. You need to be really good in 2 or 3 phases. But at the other phase, can you complement that? Can you get timely turnovers? Can you get a timely third down? Can your punter pin them down? Can your kicker make a big kick? Dallas has a kicker that has a cannon for a leg. I mean, he's damn near automatic. But they're so bad on both sides, on the other sides, offensively and defensively. They can't look at that. They couldn't protect him. The best, I mean, Hutchinson, hopefully he make a comeback next year because he had a compound tibia fibula. Yeah. And you see that. You see that injury a lot of times, Ocho, in MMA.
Yeah.
When they kick and the guy
Yep.
checks him.
Mm-hmm.
We saw Anderson Silva break his leg like that. I think we saw Rockwell break his leg. I think that's his last name. Break his leg like that.
McGregor. It might not have been the same thing, but his ankle snapped in half. He kicked. Remember, he went back to step. And it snapped
and the
in
guy
half.
checked it. Yeah. We've seen that. We see Anderson Silva broke his leg. I think Anderson Silva did that. We've seen a Luke, was it Rockhold? One of those, another guy that, who was it? And so we saw that, but they couldn't block him. Yeah. Chris Weidman. That's what it was. Chris Weidman. Kick, guy checked him, snaps it in half. He's making a play, Ocho. His leg whips around. We saw RG3, his leg whipped like that, but he tore everything in his knee. His later, it was a compound fracture. So hopefully he gets back next year because he was having an unbelievable season. They couldn't block him. They did a great job of stunning. And the offensive line, Ocho, is not what it once was. They don't open holes like they once did. That's a lot of collisions. Now, a lot of those Tyron Smith is going on. The only guy that's been there from the start is Zach Martin, but he's not what he once was. He's slowing down considerably. Watch it. I'm not breaking news to you, Ocho. Just watch the tape. Watch him play. He's not what he once was. He's still good, but he's not even close to what he once was. They're running routine games on him and getting home. But the Cowboys got some serious issues, Ocho. They got some serious issues.
You don't think them having another viable target to take some of the pressure off of goddamn CD and Dak?
CD?
Yeah, I'm talking about a viable target. I'm talking about one when you break the goddamn huddle. Okay, you know what? We need to be alert. All right, we need to be alert for 88. But hell, we got to watch this fool over here too, because he can also beat us. So if we say we taking so and so out the game, we know he has a possibility to also move the chains. Hell, the Bengals, they got Chase and they got goddamn Higgins. The Eagles, they got AJ Brown and they have Devontae Smith. Those are two people that you just have to worry about. That makes, I think, the offense a little bit more not explosive. I'm trying to think of the right word to use. You can do much more when you have.
Well, that makes it more.
Okay, there we go. That's
here's
right.
The thing, Ocho. When you look at it, I like Tolbert. I think he can be really good. He's gotten better. When you look at what he was last year, Ocho, there were some games he wasn't even dressing out. Brandon Cooks is supposed to be your number 2, but he's hurt. It's hard in order to be a number 2, Ocho, and to be that small, you got to be special.
Yeah.
See, Tyreek is that size, but Tyreek is special. Tyreek is 1. So to be that small and to be a number 2, you got to be really, really special. I think Brandon Cooks is good. I don't think he's special.
He don't put no, and no disrespect, he don't put no fear in nobody, huh? He ain't put no fear in nobody like that.
Long you'll let him run by him.
Yo, he'll run by you now. He'll run by you, but he still don't put no fear. We ain't talking about no goddamn cheetah speed. We ain't talking about no Xavier Worthy. Now you fast, but who ain't fast? This the NFL now. Everybody named mama. They get up running 4-3.
Yeah. Like I said, the DBs, they're not special. I think Diggs is still trying to recover. He don't want to tackle. They keep trying to punch the ball out. Bro, you got to put, at some point in time, Ocho, you got to put pads on people. You got to put people ass on the ground. Yeah. All that swiping at the ball, bro.
Hey, do you think, I think the NFL has made it very, very difficult for DBs to make tackles, especially on sweeps and tosses, where they're not able to cause a foul by going low on the lineman, on the guard.
Go look at Jay Ram. Go look at Jay Ram. Jay Ram will stick his nose up in there.
Ramsey? Oh yeah, he's a tackler though. He's a tackling DB. There's very few of them.
Yes. Very few of them. So it can be done. Yes.
Hey, matter of fact, speaking of, I'm glad since you said that, there's a play from Denzel Ward. I don't remember what year it was. The goddamn guard was pulling.
When he slid down, the guy was coming and he slid
under there and made that tackle. Dog,
Yeah.
and I still to this day that play is still in my head because I've never seen nothing like that. That was live.
Yeah.
But how many DBs can actually make a play like that?
In order to make a play like that, you had to have thought about that play so many times
before it
before.
even happened.
That ain't no play. That's not a play that at the spur of the
You just
moment you
think
do
exactly. But I think
And so,
defenders are at
yeah.
a disadvantage, especially with those big boys pulling, especially DBs. It's kind of unfair, but I mean it is what
You go look at Marlon Humphrey, a
oh
tackle.
yeah. Hump a big boy, boy. He's a big boy.
Marlon Humphrey, a tackle. And your DB's got to tackle because, especially in the Cowboys, because guess what? Your front seven lighten the britches. So you're going to be getting a lot of practice tackling. I'm just being honest, Ocho. I mean, look at it. Who hadn't run for 100+ yards? Hold on. Again, they got outrushed by 100 yards.
Hey, what
184 to 53.
How many yards the Lions had?
184.
Okay.
Cowboys had 53. You
That's
remember the Ravens had 270
they
plus.
playing, boy.
Remember the Saints 250 plus.
Lamar was going crazy that night, boy.
You got to look at some point in time. You just say, you know what, the hell with this. It comes down to Ocho football. At the end of the day, you can come up with scheme all you want to. It's mano y mano.
Man, oh man, yeah. But who can you count on? Who can you count on right now though? Somebody got to come to the party. Somebody got to pay the tab.
Boy, they on a bye week. Do you know how long this ass cutting gonna sit and gonna stick with you?
Man, who they got coming out the bye though? Because they can come out, they can come out the bye and everything change. They can come out the bye and be a completely different team.
They're not better than Tampa. I forgot about Tampa. They're not better than Tampa.
Hey, Tampa on fire.
Oh, Ocho, guess who they got coming out the bye? The 49ers.
Oh, shit.
They're not better than the 49ers either. I tell you what, I give you one better. They're not better than the Falcons.
Kirk got them boys playing good.
Ocho, they got the 49ers, the Falcons, the Eagles.
Oh, in a row?
The Texans, and the Commanders.
Coming out the bye?
Yep. That's their next 5 games.
Man, listen. Again, this bye week could be good for them, or it could be hell. Only two things could happen.
Yeah.
Either you're going to play or you're going to fold. Either you're going to play or you're going to fold. God.
Let me ask you a question. What have you seen that makes you think they're going to play?
I ain't seen nothing yet, honestly. I mean, I ain't trying to be rude. But, I'm trying to be optimistic. And I'm not even a Cowboy fan. I'm just trying to be optimistic just for those that are Cowboys fans that might be in the chat.
That's the problem. You see, and that's what Jerry's done. He's played on the Cowboys fandom optimism. And that's why he's done you a disservice, because you see, they just like y'all, just like you. Because every year, what do they say? We'll get them next year. We go into the Super Bowl. They win one game. Remember when they beat Cleveland over the day? We go into the Super Bowl. Ooh, that's good. I remember coming out here and tell you, I said, Ocho, I would sure like to see if Cleveland would have had their starting right tackles. You're playing two guys that's never started before. And the Cowboys got the lead. So what could you do? Rush the quarterback. When's the last time Cowboys don't have the lead? They can't pin their ears back. They lighten the britches. I mean, look how the Lions were just moving. Ocho, I saw a couple of plays. Man, I tweeted. I said, hell, I could get 7 yards. Okay, I can. 2. I could get 2. My old ass with 2 replaced hips could get 2 yards in those holes that Montgomery and Gibbs was running through.
That Lions O-line is, I wouldn't call it underrated, because any O-line that has
no, they're not underrated. They got Sewell, they got Zeitler, they got Glass now, they got Decker.
They're nice.
Oh, hell no, they're not underrated.
Nice.
Oh, hell no. Hell no, they're not underrated.
They don't talk about them enough. They don't talk about them enough for me. But man, they playing some ball.
They might have the 2 best tackles in football. When you look at their right tackle and their left tackle.
As a whole, totality. Yeah.
And Zeitler is a damn good guard. Zeitler was a Pro Bowl player. Glass now is a Pro Bowl player.
Man. So
Sewell is an all-pro. Yeah, they legit.
So you throwing in the towel? You throwing in the towel on the Cowboys already?
Look, I didn't think the Cow. Look, every year, oh, they got so much talent. No, they don't. You're looking at names. Names. That's what I love so much about sports, Ocho, because you got to prove it to the next man the next week. I don't give a damn about your name. I don't give a damn about what you've done. You got to show me today that you are what everybody says you are. Because guess what? I look at myself in the same way them people explaining you. I see myself like that. Only one of us can be that today. Only one of us.
Oh, man, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad.
The Lions tried to throw a TD pass to Taylor Decker. They ran a hook and lateral to Penei Sewell. They let OT Dan Skipper. He ran a route. That man was out there juking him. A flea flicker to Sam Laporte.
Oh, that's crazy.
How disrespect. Ocho, they got tackles. We call them plays for tackles. They let the tackle run a route. And I ain't just talking about no down.
It was a real route. He ran a real route. I don't know. Maybe Dan Campbell don't get along with Mike McCarthy to be called them type of plays. Maybe, no, hold on. Maybe Ben Johnson. Salute to Ben Johnson, too. Maybe Ben Johnson don't get along with somebody over there on that Cowboy staff because some of the things you were calling is disrespectful.
Well, you know, Dan Campbell he was with the Cowboys in 03, 05.
Dan was?
Yeah, he was a player.
Oh, man. Yeah, okay. Hey, he probably wanted to stick it to Jerry, huh?
Why not? Why not? I can't think of a better person.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
I tell you what, like you said, we're going to find out a lot about the Cowboys over the next 6 weeks. We're going to find out.
They're going to be all right. I think I'm hoping they are right. I think Brandon Cooks, how long is he out? Well, he was on IR?
He on IR.
He'll be back after the bye then.
Nah, he got to miss one more week. This the week is the bye. But hold on, Ocho. Now, is he going to be ready to come back? He had surgery on that knee.
Damn, man. I'm sick of everybody getting hurt, man. Fuck this shit, man. Damn.
Prayers up for Aiden Hutchinson, who undergone surgery. He's already undergone surgery, Ocho. He had surgery at a Dallas hospital. I don't know when he's going to return back to, I'm sure the Lions probably got a charter and flew his mom and dad out to be with him. I'm almost certain of that. I'm saying that's probably what happened. But he was playing unbelievable. He's a very, very immensely talented. He has Defensive Player of the Year written all over him at some point in time in his career. But he was off to an amazing start this year. I think he was leading the league in sacks. I know he had one today. He might have had he had one. He had another one called back. But he's a hard-playing guy, plays with great pass leverage, good on the left side or the right side, has a plethora of moves. He can bull you. He can hump you. He can rip you. He does it all. His playbook is limitless. And unfortunately, he suffered a very gruesome injury. Before Sunday, Ocho, the largest home defeat in Jerry era came in 2001. They lost 36-3. There have been 3 other home losses that have been larger margins of defeats in team history. For the 3rd straight game, the Cowboys faced big halftime deficits. Remember, 27-6 against the Lions. They were down 21-6 against the Ravens. They were down 35-16 against the Saints. And at the wild card game, they were down 27-20. No, 27-7 at halftime. Oh, by the way, happy birthday, Jerry. Ocho, I don't know if you remember this, but ain't nothing worse than getting the ass whipped on your birthday.
Wait, hold on. Jerry turn?
84.
Okay.
My bad, 82. Yeah, because you're older than my mom. Yeah, my mom turned 81 in January. Ocho, you know how you get your birthday and you figure you can say and do whatever you want
Yeah.
to and get your ass cut on your birthday by your
Right. Grandma
grandma
ain't
or your mom?
grandma ain't play that, boy. I ain't even take
I
I
mean,
ain't
how
even
that
taking
feel,
no
Jerry?
chances back then.
I mean, to get your ass tore up on your birthday,
Yeah.
that's the worst kind. And then, because you know you normally gonna have your cousins over or something
Oh
like that, and
yeah.
you showing out. Oh boy, you
Yeah.
being mannish, huh? There ain't nobody trying to be mannish. You just want to beat me in front of my cousin.
That's it.
But they put that thing on them.
That was bad, boy.
They put the Ravens beat the Commanders 30-23 for their fourth
Woo!
straight win. Zay Flowers, 9 catches, a buck 32 at the half, the most yards in a half in Ravens history. He didn't see a target the rest of the game, and the Ravens still rolled. Lamar and company gobbled up 484 yards, 28 first down. The 2024 Ravens are the first team since John Madden 1971 Raiders with 150 plus rushing yards and at least one touchdown in each of their first 6 games of the season. They racked up 176 rushing yards on the day, with the reigning MVP throwing for 323 yards. Ocho, are we looking at another MVP season for L.
Hell
Jack?
yeah. Shit, the way you got damn playing, even with the slow start. Even with the slow start, in order to dig yourself out that hole, you got to have the right person with that goddamn shovel. You hear me? And the person that got that
Mm-hmm.
shovel is Lamar Jackson. And he playing hell of a ball. Hell of a ball. Listen, he is a good thrower of the goddamn fucking football. I
Yes.
heard Ryan Clark say something where he said at this point in just 5 games that Jayden Daniels is a better passer of the ball than Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar Jackson has showed, even though he was considered a running back coming out in the draft, or saying he should have been playing maybe wide receiver, he has honed the skill of being a good thrower of the ball. Whether it's
Yes.
he's accurate, he got touch, he got precision. I mean, what else can you ask for? He could throw your goddamn bullet, or he could touch that thing in there like a goddamn fairy. He's good at what he does. If you watch the game today, I'm going to hike the ball. I'm going to get the ball. And my first mindset is to throw the ball first, to go through my reads. I'm going to read my progression.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, if I got enough time, I'm going to go back to my progression again. And if I got to run it, I'm going to run it. Boy, that's dangerous. Dangerous.
I think the most impressive thing about Lamar Ocho is that he's gotten better at throwing the football every single year. And all we said, we don't need, first of all, it would be unfair, grossly unfair, if his passing ability ever surpassed his running ability. That wouldn't even be fair. You'd have to outlaw it. The guy was 20 of 26, 323, a touchdown and an interception. He got sacked twice. I can live with that. But Ocho, I remember after the first game, what did I tell the Ravens they should do with Derrick Henry?
Put him in the goddamn eye. That's when he's most efficient. Tosses and straight down motherfucking hill with the fullback, goddammit.
Since they put his ass in the eye, that man is running wild. He's on pace. He's on pace for another 2,000-yard season, which would, if he got 2,000 yards in another season, because no back has ever done 2,000 more than once, just go ahead and put him in the hall.
Oh, yeah. Hey, listen, they run it. You know how difficult they're going to beat? Especially with the way they're playing right now. I'm not sure at some point, you always have a game. I call it a trap game. You always have a trap game. I'm not sure when that trap game is going to come, where it just seems nothing goes right and nothing actually works. But with the way they're going right now, you can't stop him. Now, not only can you not stop the running game, if you can't stop the running game, it makes the passing game that much easier.
That's what, because think about it. When Lamar's throwing the ball to the tight end, Mark Andrews, he's throwing the ball to Likely. They so far open because you got to get that safety down, because you can't stop him with the light box. And Lamar is dealing. I mean, he is dealing. I mean, he's hitting Likely. He loves throwing to his tight end. Mark Andrews was always his favorite. But now he has a guy in Zay Flowers. He's not that big,
He can get open now. He can go now. Hey, he could go.
Hey, they can't touch him in a phone booth.
He could go. Yeah, they like that.
He's unbelievable. He's unbelievable. He's playing. But the Ravens, they're playing unbelievable. They're playing unbelievable
real good
football
football.
because they are so balanced. Guess what, Ocho? 26. They had 26 pass attempts, 37 rush attempts.
Balance.
And they're gonna chew the clock up because when you run the ball like they can run it, it's gonna be tough for you to stop them. It's tough. It's gonna be tough for you to stop them. It's really that simple. And the Commanders were good. I mean, you kept Jayden Daniels. He was 24, 35, 269, 2 touchdowns. They didn't run the ball nearly well enough. And so the Ravens did a great job. They ran the ball 18 times for 52 yards. That's not good enough. That's less than 3 yards a carry, Ocho. You ain't putting no fear in nobody hard running the ball less than 3 yards a carry. But the Ravens defensively, they got after him. They sacked him 3 times. But that offense,
Ravens are good.
when they're humming like that, they're gonna be hard to beat.
I mean, listen,
they're gonna be hard to beat.
The funny thing is, even in a loss today, Jayden Daniels still look good. Even in a loss. But the thing you have to understand who they playing. They ain't playing the goddamn Ravens defense every goddamn week. Then you're not playing a juggernaut of an offense like that every week. So I can see them beating everyone else in the NFL if so happen they have to play them until you get to let's say the playoffs where the teams are obviously going to be that much better since they were able to make it. But I mean, listen, the Commanders have no reason to hang their head. Obviously, you lost to a very, very good team today. But when you think about it, you run down, if you look at the rest of the NFL, how many teams you think can really beat and play with the Commanders right now with the kind of quarterback play that they're getting from Jayden Daniels? Ain't too many goddamn many. Ain't too many.
Oh, for sure. But I mean, you have to be impressed with Jayden Daniels. He went head to head. He went head to head with number 1 overall draft pick Joe Burrow. He beat him. He went head to head with number 1 overall draft pick Kyler Murray. He beat him. He lost to Lamar, but look, he ain't got nothing to hold his head down because he played well. He played well. Lamar is just Lamar. He's just Lamar. And so, like, hey, maybe next time. But the Ravens, with that offense, when they can run the football like they can run it and they can throw it, Lamar is dealing like he's dealing, they're going to be awful difficult to beat, Ocho.
You got to think.
The Bucs go
you
to
got to think that
the Buccaneers go to.
I was going to say the Commanders didn't have Brian Robinson also today, who would have made a difference in the running game as well. So
the Bucs go to New Orleans, drop 51 on them. Tampa finished with 594 total yards, converted 6 of 10 first downs. With third downs, you mean? 36 of 10 third downs. Averaged 8.3 yards a play, one time of possession by over 8 minutes. Ocho, just think about this. Baker Mayfield threw 4 touchdowns, but he also had 3 interceptions. They scored 51 points and turned the ball over 3 times.
That's crazy.
Chris Godwin had 11 catches for 125 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Hey, what was Mike Evans' stat line?
What the hell happened to the Saints?
Hey, with Lattimore and Mike Evans go at it. This is the one game I couldn't see. This is the one game. I had every game on the TV set up at Twin Peaks, and the one game I couldn't get was this one.
No, Mike Evans was quiet. He had 2 catches for 34 yards.
Dang.
They ran the ball for 277, 35 rushes, 277. Baker had 24 completions for 325 and 4 touchdowns. But just let that sink in, Ocho. You turned the ball over 3 times and you dropped 51 points.
Wait, how many of those points were on defense? The defense scored.
Defense didn't score any.
That's all offense? 50 ball?
Yeah. Yep.
They must have been playing in Tampa then, huh?
They played in New Orleans.
They put up a 50 ball in the Superdome?
Mercedes-Benz Dome, yep.
Hey, Baker Mayfield, man. Listen, when they do a story, when we talk about adversity and overcoming unfortunate circumstance after having high expectations after coming out and get drafted number 1 and things don't work out where you get drafted to in Cleveland, and you have a stint in LA, you have a stint in Carolina, and all of a sudden you find the right situation in Tampa, and shit just fucking going good for Buddy, man. I like that. I like that for Baker.
Hold on. Did Tampa return a fumble for a touchdown? Who fumbled the ball? New Orleans had 3 interceptions. Who fumbled? Chris Olave lost a fumble. And they returned it for a touchdown? Yeah.
Hey,
Antonio.
hey, Spencer Rattler had to start today. Spencer Rattler look good today.
22 of 40, 243, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions.
Okay. Well, little debut. You're gonna have a little bump.
He played well the first half, and then him being a rookie, they kind of got exotic. They kind of got after him a little bit, Ocho. They heated him up. And Todd Bowles, he likes the pressure.
Oh yeah.
He loves to bring pressure. And got him off his kilter, got him off kilter a little bit, and they ran away with it. I don't know if I've seen a game like this where a quarterback turns the ball over like he did, and they put up 51.
I mean, when you think about it, I mean, the Saints weren't able to do anything with those turnovers, I'm assuming, huh?
They scored a couple, but once they got going in the second half, it was like like an avalanche. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Yep. But Baker, man, you got to give him a lot of credit. They ran him out of Cleveland. He couldn't find. I don't even hold Carolina against him.
No.
That was. I mean, I know he wanted to get out of Cleveland. After they signed Deshaun, and he gave up some money to leave, but I ain't holding Carolina against him because everybody looked like trash in Carolina. And then I wonder what they say. I wonder what Canellis is saying now, because he got the brakes beat off him again by the Falcons. So whose fault is that? Oh, okay. But for Baker to do what he's been able to do to turn it around, he has weapons. And man, this look Irving and Tucker, running backs they got.
Boy, nice, huh?
14 for 136, 14 for 81.
Thunder and lightning.
They were cooking. They were cooking today. So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 4-2. New Orleans Saints, after that 2-0 start, lost 4 straight. Fall to 2-4.
And the boy is good too, boy. Hey, the Saints got a nice little offense, boy.
I couldn't tell. I mean, the Texans beat the Patriots 41-21. Houston is now 5-1, which is a half a game behind the idle Chiefs for the best record in the AFC. Today was the first time this season that the Texans won by more than a touchdown. They were playing without top receiver Nico Collins, who tweaked his hamstring, but welcome back Joe Mixon from an ankle injury. Mixon, 132 total yards on 13 carries, 2 catches, scoring a touchdown as a runner and a receiver, taking advantage of 4 turnovers, 3 by Patriots quarterback rookie Drake May in his first career start. The Texans led throughout, took care of business against an outmanned New England Patriots team. It was the first time in eight all-time visits to Foxborough that the Texans have beat the Patriots, which showed just how much has changed about these two franchises over the past few years. They scored 41 points, Ocho, on Sunday, matches the most ever scored in a road game. The only time they've ever started the season 5-1 was 2012, when they set a franchise record with 12 wins.
Hey, that goddamn CJ Stroud special, man. That boy's special, man. And now I don't mean to bring him up because we already talked about him. Jayden Daniels is running on that same trajectory of being able to turn the franchise around right away. That CJ Stroud is nice, bro. I'm talking about they were horrible the year before he got drafted, huh? Horrible.
That's why they had the second pick in the draft.
Jesus Christ. But just watching him, dog, man, he act like he'd been here before. He's so poised in the pocket present, really understanding everything going on, knowing when to let it go, the timing, running when you have to. Dog, his footwork, mechanics, the arm angles, being able to make any and every throw. Like everything, nothing was off. You're missing Nico Collins, but obviously you do have some other good weapons in Tank and
You got Stephon
Diggs.
Diggs, you got Tank Dell,
Yeah,
you got
yeah,
Dalton
you got
Schultz.
some good weapons, but man, god damn, man. It's one thing to have all the weapons, but then have the person at the helm that's able to facilitate to those you have, man, and then he's smooth as hell with it too. Next time you watch him chat, next time you watch CJ Stroud chat, watch that motherfucker drop back. Hey, he dropped back cool in the motherfucker too.
What they should do is send Lovie Smith for the next 10 years, $1 million a year. Because had he not won that
Right.
game, they would have had the first pick in the draft.
And who do you think they would have picked?
It'd have been very interesting to
Yeah,
see.
things would have been different, huh?
Because let's just say most people had what's the guy name? The guy that went to
Bryce.
Carolina. They had
Bryce.
him Bryce
Yeah.
Young. Now, a lot of people wanted to take CJ Stroud in Carolina, from what I've heard. David Tepper wanted to take Bryce Young.
You know what? I hate to do hypotheticals, but hell, they do it on Twitter all the time. So I'm gonna do it here. So
Yeah.
hypothetically, chat, y'all stay with me real quick. Hypothetically speaking, let's say the things were different. Let's say Bryce went to the Texans and CJ Stroud was with the Panthers. Would things still be the same as far as their records? Or would the Panthers still be in bad even if they had CJ Stroud? Would Bryce
Yeah.
Young still be
Good that
doing what
offensive
CJ Stroud is
because he
doing
doesn't have the
with the
offensive
Texans?
line.
Huh?
Because he doesn't have the offensive line and the weapons. Remember, he had Nico Collins, he had Tank Dell, he had Dalton Schultz. He had who's the running back he had? He had Pierce last year, and he had another running back. But boy, it's hard, Ocho. It's hard to win when you don't got no protection and you got no
Right, right.
weapons. So it's like I got no line of defense to protect me, and then I ain't got nobody to throw it to when I do get protected. As they're finding out right now. But CJ, man, look here. Sometimes it's not how high you go, it's where you go.
It's always important.
Now, see, Bryce is always going to have. I was the number one pick in the draft, but, Singletary was there last year. What was the other guy? What other guy? They had a guy named Pierce. Damian Pierce, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, but look, Ocho, I think Drake May threw for more touchdowns today than Jacoby Brissett had in 5 games.
Yeah. Hey, you know what I think about too, Unc? Do you think Jacoby was a little gun shy, knowing that if he starts playing bad or if he does play bad, the first thing they're gonna do is throw Drake May in there? If I was him, I would have went out gun slinging. Fuck it, I'm doing everything. I would, if I was Jacoby Brissett, I'd be playing like goddamn like Joe Flacco, YOLO. I'm letting it rip.
Ocho.
But 2 touchdowns in 5 games, and Drake May comes in week 1, even in the loss and throws 3. You know how everybody gonna look at that. Even though they lost, you know how everybody gonna look at that. Man, I would have, boy, you better than me.
Ocho, you've got a large sample size. You know what Jacoby Brissett is.
That's not nice, but I understand what you're trying. I understand where you're going.
But it's the truth.
I understand where you're going. I'm picking up what you're putting down, but that ain't nice.
I know, but it's truthful. And sometimes the truth hurts.
Yeah, that hurt right there, boy.
You got 7 years, body of work. That's a large sample size to say what someone can and can't do. He doesn't have any special traits. He's not overly fast. He's not overly athletic. He's not overly quick. He doesn't have the greatest touch. He doesn't have the greatest arm. So there's nothing special about it.
Damn.
At some point in time, Ocho, in order to be, you have to have something. What did Brady? Brady didn't have over great athleticism. He couldn't run. He wasn't move, but to be able to process information. Same thing with Peyton Manning. Now you look at a Rodgers. He had supreme athleticism, great arm. Footwork was terrible, but he could throw. His arm slots and platforms in which he could launch the ball made him superior. Right. Patrick Mahomes, tremendous arm, outworldly athleticism, not speed, but athleticism to be able to throw the ball off so many different platforms. Jacoby doesn't do any of that. And look at the guys that are really good.
You're right.
Some point in time, Ocho, we just got to be truthful to our viewers and listeners.
You're right. You're right. I wouldn't say it like that. I try to say it a little more.
Here's the difference between you and I. We're two bosses. You're gonna come in and say, "Well, we having some, things that have been going well, and we're looking to, we're gonna have a couple, we're cutting back a little bit, and so unfortunately, we're gonna have to let you go."
That's me.
Hey, my man, check this out. Don't even worry about coming in and getting your check. The same thing, Ocho. The same thing.
Hey, but listen, one thing about it, boy, don't play with nobody money. Boy, you find somebody black, I'm talking about don't come pick up your check. Shit.
We're gonna send it to you. We're gonna send it to you. Because you know how people get by the check, they're gonna come in there act a fool.
Hey, act a plum fool. I need my check for all the hours I put in. And I ain't leaving till I get it.
And they're gonna start talking about Ocho. Man, what about all that overtime? You gonna do this to me? I came in when Jeff and Sally wouldn't even come in. I came in and y'all no, don't worry about it. We're gonna send you a check. Everything that we owe you, we really appreciate your services, but they're no longer required.
That's messed up, man. You know what? It's funny. I've gotten much better. I've gotten much better at being honest. I've gotten much better at analyzing, critiquing a little bit. I think for me, it's very difficult. It's very difficult because I'm removed from the game for a while now, but I'm not that far removed, so I still resonate with the players when things don't go well. I think for some reason, like I know what it feels like to have a bad game. I know what it feels like to drop a ball. I know what it feels like to mess up or to be the reason the team loses. Of course they won't paint it that way, but it's like I know all those bad feelings. Obviously during my tenure of playing in Cincinnati and things aren't going well. I know what it feels like to lose. I know what it feels like to lose all the time. So it's like I can kind of empathize with the players that aren't doing well and try to find ways to smooth things over and sometimes make excuses for them. Now I've gotten much better. I'm not as bad as I was when we first started. Now I say, shit, so-and-so, he ain't it. He playing horrible. But for the most part, I do my best. I do my best because I'm talking about Unc. It really be weighing on me and sitting on me when I got to talk about people, boy. I'm telling you, man. When we had Prime on the other day, you heard what Prime said. He said right away, man, Ocho ain't gonna talk about nobody. That's just not him. It's not in me. But I've gotten better. I think
the thing is that as long as me, it's not personal. Because I don't know this man personal. I'm talking about his play on the field. That's all I'm judging. That's all I'm judging the man by.
You see how you said that? You're saying it's not personal. You just talking about his play on the field.
Because I don't know him personally.
But how you think they take it? They taking it personal. They taking it personal. Because they look at you different.
Go ahead.
They look at you different.
Yeah.
You ain't one of them on TV. You different. You played the game. So it's stinging and hurt more coming from you But hey, when you used, hey,
It
you used to,
does.
hey, but I wish people in the chat could go back and watch the clips when you used to kill me for some of the shit I would do.
Kill-
Boy,
yeah.
boy, you used to let me have it, but I was different. I enjoyed it. I like it. And I love going back to listen to what y'all had to say. And I tried the stuff that y'all would say that you didn't like, or he should be fine, or he should be whatever it may be. I used to try to go back and do something even worse and piss you off again, even though you're not mad. You only talk about my play, but I'm trying to
That's
rear
it.
y'all up. I enjoy being the
Right.
villain. Like the players today, they can't take it. I love the
No.
criticism. I didn't mind.
A lot
But
of
today, oh no.
the problems that I have with today's player,
Uh-huh.
Ocho, nobody ever says Unc or Shannon Sharpe doesn't know what he's talking about when I say they're
Right.
great
Okay.
or they're doing something
Yeah.
exemplary. But the moment I criticize him, oh, he don't know what the hell he's talking about. So when I said you were great and you were having a great season, you had a
Mhm.
great game, did I not know what I was talking
Right,
about
right,
then?
right.
Or only now? See, that's the problem. I get it. I don't know you as a father. I don't know you as a
Mhm.
son. I don't know you as a husband, as a boyfriend, significant other. I don't know. I don't care about that. I'm critiquing your play on the field. That's it. That's where it
Right.
stops. That's where it starts, Ocho. That's where it stops for me. When they start talking about all this other stuff, now, if we have to have a topic where you got into trouble and I have to address that, I'll address that. But when I'm critiquing, like when we're doing this tonight, all I'm talking about is play
Right.
on the field. That's it. And I get it. The thing that in time helped me understand this, he's like, you got to understand. You in the hall, you got that gold jacket. You got the gold jacket. And so people can't say, well, what did he win? 3 Super Bowls. Well, how well was he? He's an all-decade
Mhm.
player. He's a multiple-time All-Pro. He's an 8-time Pro Bowler, and he got a gold jacket. So the things that they could say about players that wasn't as accomplished as
Mhm.
myself, they can't use that
Right.
against me. People know they might not like what I say, and they try to say, "Well, he didn't watch the game," but they know I know because I give you specific plays in which I'm talking about, and you don't hear players saying that wasn't the coverage, that wasn't what I was supposed to
Right.
do because they know I know, and I get it. It's a hard part of my job, but it's in my job
Mhm.
description is to give credit when due, but also criticize when due. And that's it. A lot of times guys will see me, Ocho, and they say, man, you
Oh
tough on
yeah.
us, son. You tough,
Yeah.
but you fair. That's one thing. Now, you're going to call it like you see it. We can appreciate that. And at the end of the day, that's all I care about. As long as they know it's not personal, because I don't know your personal. I don't know. Not one of these guys that's currently playing Ocho, I can tell you anything about them because I've never been in a situation where I saw them out doing anything. They've never seen me out. So I couldn't tell you now. I retired. Right after I retired, there were some guys that I hung out with and did some things with. I could tell you a little bit more about them personally.
Mhm.
But these guys today, man, I don't know nothing about these cats. And the majority of them younger than my damn kids. I got nothing. I'm just going to tell about what you did on the field through the prism. Doesn't make me right, doesn't make me wrong, but I'm telling you what I
Right.
saw through the lens in which I've looked, having played the game, having analyzed the game, having studied the game. That's it. As far as I go with it, Ocho. And I understand nobody really likes to be criticized, but if you use it in a constructive manner, you can get better because you don't get better with just praise. You don't. You don't. You just don't.
Damn.
But I mean, but it's just tough because Ocho, you don't want to listen. I mean, how did it, because what are they gonna say, Ocho? But what I'm trying to tell you, I say, Ocho, you
Yeah.
played. You wasn't no bum. You wasn't
Oh
no
no, I was
scrub.
that nigga now. Hold on. Oh, my bad, my bad, my bad. My bad.
But
I'm
that's what
sorry.
I'm trying to
My bad.
say. So when you say something about a receiver, or you
Yeah.
say something, they can say, "Well, Ocho wasn't
Yeah, I
like
was
that."
shit. You crazy here, boy.
Yeah, he
Sure,
was.
ain't too many deal with ain't too many deal with Sugar did that there now. You know, I talking and walking now with the best of them now. Stop
Yes,
playing.
Steelers beat the Raiders. Max Crosby was seen pushing coach away from him. Crosby cleared there shortly after the clip went viral. This is what he posted. Mike Caldwell is my guy, one of the best people in the business. That's a love push. Stop reaching. Hashtag RN4L. Chat, y'all going crazy. Raider Nation for life. Not real N for life. Raider Nation for life. Okay? Let's just clear that up. Is an all-time Raider to embrace the tank? Is it time for the Raiders to have a fire sale, Ocho? Max Crosby to the Lions for draft pick. Boy.
That wouldn't be fair.
Y'all go, hold on. Oh, I absolutely would trade. I absolutely, if I was
to
the
Detroit?
Lions,
Because Aiden went down?
for draft pick. Yes.
And so basically what you're saying is you're tanking the whole season in Las Vegas and you're starting over from scratch.
Yep. With the possibility of getting Shedeur Sanders, and I'm gonna have the Lions draft pick.
You know what? Hold on. But hey, you cooking, huh? You cooking. Okay, you cooking. I like. Hey, listen, I like what you're putting down, and I'm finna pick it up. I like that. But that's a good one. So Crosby
Raiders ain't going
to
nowhere
the
this year.
Lions. And what, first round draft pick? Crosby worth the first, right?
They probably for a second. I would trade the first because I know where I'm going to be picking. It's going to be way down. You damn right. I give up a first to get him.
Can you imagine that Aiden Hutchinson going down and Matt Crosby coming in and picking up right where Aiden left off?
Right. Because he's a hellraiser.
Man,
he's disruptive.
Complete hellraiser. Hey, but what would happen next year when Aiden comes back, though?
I put his ass on the other side. They can play. Other side. I'll worry about that next year. I win the Super Bowl. Let me worry about that next year. You worry about too much right now.
Hey, that's tough. That's a good one though. I like that. Just fire sale. But how you think that make the players that are on the Raiders feel, man, about you just saying, you know what? Okay, we give up. We calling this season. We done. We done. We don't have a chance to compete. We don't have a chance to win. So we're gonna make some moves.
They don't, and they should. Go ahead, keep talking, Ocho.
Hey, chat. What y'all think? You think that's a good idea? I mean, I like it. I like it. Especially I see the direction in which the Lions are going. Max Crosby going to the Lions would be really dope. But I think there are other issues that need to be sorted out as well. My guy Devontae Adams, if the Raiders are wanting to do a fire sale and get picks, I would like to see my dude Devontae Adams happy somewhere else where he can be productive and still show that he can play the game of football with the best of them. I don't like him having to sit out like this. It's unfortunate. And other than that, shoot, chat, what y'all doing? Chat, y'all good? Y'all good? Shoot, I fucking love y'all. Hey, make sure y'all follow me on Twitter and stuff. Follow me on Twitter, okay? Because I'm cool. Like, I don't really tweet no crazy stuff, but just follow me and stuff. And follow me on Instagrams. I'm pretty cool on there too. I don't really post no pictures. I just post Nightcap stuff. But follow me because I'm cool. And that's it. I don't know what else to say. Hey, y'all want to hang out with me? Y'all want to hang out this Friday? Somebody can pick me up from the airport? Huh? No? Yeah. Okay, cool. Bet.
Because here, Ocho, I would do it. I would do the deal if I was the Lions. I'd reach out. That was the first thing I'd do. Because knowing where my draft pick is going to be, it's going to be at the bottom of the first round. Is there anybody that you can draft in the bottom of the first round that's going to be better than Max Crosby for you?
No. Oh. No.
Exactly. That's why I do the deal. And he will command more than Devontae Adams. See, teams seemingly are reluctant to give up a second-round pick for Devontae. The right team, I mean, I can see the Lions giving up a first-round pick for him. I would do it.
Yeah.
I would do it.
I would too.
Bears beat the Jags in London. The Bears are 4-2 after beating 1-3 Titans, 1-4 Rams, 1-4 Panthers, 1-5 Jags. are the Bears contenders, or they're just beating up on not particularly good teams, Ocho?
Hey, listen, they're not beating up, they're beating up on bad teams, but I think it's good for them. It's good for the morale of the team. It's good for Caleb Williams to get himself in
Yep.
rhythm. I think to help his confidence, as his confidence continues to grow, it's not gonna matter who they playing. He's always gonna be consistent. The fact that if we can get a consistent Caleb Williams week in and week out and not turn the ball over and always give your team a chance to win, man, he's gonna be one of them boys because he has all the intangible, he has all the tools to be just like a Jayden Daniels, just like a CJ Stroud. He was drafted number one to change that franchise around, and he has the ability to do that despite the inconsistencies that we saw in the preseason and a little bit earlier in the season since it started. But he looked pretty good today. I have one question, Unc,
He did.
and I have another question for
What's
the
that?
chat too, for those that are watching. How long are we gonna give Trevor Lawrence to pass?
I ain't give him no
I
damn
mean,
pass. They have 55
God
million.
damn. I mean, shit, man.
He, he been
He
bad.
been bad. He been real bad. He making 55 a year. Dude,
Mm-hmm.
that's a lot, boy. The point of
Yeah,
making that kind of
hell of a lot.
money is I'm saying I know you have to touch the ball all the time, and we feel you give us our best chance to win consistently every time we put the ball in your hands. And that is not what he's doing.
And he got some
Oh,
weapons. He got Christian
some good
Kirk.
ones.
He got Gabe Davis. He got Evan Ingram. He got some
Some good
weapons. They
ones.
got ATN and Bigsley in the
Yeah.
backfield.
ATN is hurt right now, but
Yeah, but he there's no reason for him to be playing as bad as
yeah.
he's playing. That's the problem. Um, yeah, at some point in time, we got to hold them accountable. We hold everybody accountable. We don't make excuses. Either you're doing it or you're
Right.
not. Now, we gave you a pass the first year because Urban was there. I'm not so sure the Urban style works in the NFL, but hey, we gave you a pass for that one. And you get Doug Peterson, and the first year was kind of
Right.
okay. But bro, right now, you looking like some stir fry.
Wait, what kind of who? Look like what?
Stir fry. He ain't looking good, Ocho. He ain't looking good. And you look at this. Since the realignment in 2002, you got 4 teams, all above
Right.
500. And with 4 wins, no team, I don't think any division has had that since '02. 5-0 Minnesota, 4-1 Detroit, 4-2 Green Bay, 4-2 Chicago.
Damn, man.
Yeah. And yeah, Trevor Lawrence, he has to play better, Ocho. He has to play better.
I mean, it's still early. It's still early in the season. He's just not playing well right now. Now, if this continues, I'm sure he's the type of player based on what I've seen in the past. All
You
samples,
remember he dropped off a cliff last year,
huh?
Ocho. You remember that he dropped off a
Oh yeah,
cliff
he
last
did.
year.
He did. He did.
I think they lost their last 4, last 5 games. They was like they was the number 1 seed in the whole
AFC, yeah.
AFC, and then dropped the last 4.
That confidence, that confidence. Oh man, I'm not even gonna mention that because you the starter. He don't have nobody peeping over his shoulder. He's already gotten paid now, so
Well, Mac Jones
his
is
leash
there.
is. Listen, they ain't put no Mac Jones in there, and they just paid Young Bull before the season started. Or was that last year he got paid? No, that was this off season.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
he got.
offseason.
Yeah, he ain't got nothing to worry about right now. Too much money to put on the bench.
Maybe that's the problem. The Colts beat the Titans, Ocho. Joe
Hey,
Flacco,
that boy.
Calvin Calvin Ridley, after being held without a catch. I need some in the beginning of the game too. Ish getting crazy for me. Calvin Ridley had 8 targets on 21 routes, a total of 145 targeted air yards per next gen stats. He had 0 catches for 0 yards. Bro, Calvin, those are the things that you factor in when you go to a new team, you understood that Will Levis was going to be your quarterback. You wanted the money. You got your money. You understood Will Levis or Malik Willis was going to be your quarterback. Ocho, you got to, when you go into a new team, you can get the money. The likelihood of a team with a really good quarterback being able to pay Calvin Ridley that kind of money was what percentage you think, Ocho? Not very good.
Hey, when I'm thinking about this, right? Tennessee, we got D Hop, we got Calvin Ridley, and they shouldn't be playing this bad. When you have two receivers like that, two receivers that get the
They got your boy Taylor,
and they got Tyler. Oh, they got Tyler. I forgot about my dog Tyler Boyd. They got Tyler Boyd. You got three different receivers that all get the job done in three different ways. And I think offensively, whoever the offensive coordinator is in Tennessee understands the strengths of those three individuals. To me, I'm just saying to me, I'm talking about real life. The job at the quarterback position should be easy. It should be easy because of what you have at your disposal to throw the ball to. I don't know why he's playing so bad. I don't understand.
He's not good.
Yeah, but Unc, this is the NFL now. This is the NFL.
Ocho, and he wasn't that good at Kentucky. What are you missing? See, what happens is that you take a guy with his kind of arm talent and they say, well, if you gave him some weapons, okay, he has what you said. He has weapons. Exhibit A.
Oh, he got, man. Maybe it turn around. Maybe it turn around. I don't know what you think. No, it's bad right now though, Unc. It's bad.
He makes too many mistakes.
Yeah.
He makes too many mistakes. You can't overcome that when he constantly putting the ball in harm's way and his bonehead plays. But Calvin, you took the money. You could have think about it, Ocho. He played great with Trevor Lawrence. He took a couple of extra dollars. I think Tennessee, it's a no state income tax. Florida, no state income tax. So my thing is, you could have stayed in Jacksonville for 15, 16, or you go to Tennessee for 19. And then you're going to have a lot of games like this.
Damn.
I know to tell you, Joe.
I know they hot though. I know they hot. And I ain't even heard from D Hop yet. So I know he 38 hot. I know D Hop 5, boy.
I get D Hop because that was the only team that really offered him some money. So look, but I guarantee you, if the Kansas City had offered D Hop 12, 13, he would rather go there than Tennessee for 16.
Yeah. Damn, man, that's bad.
Because guess what? You're gonna get the ball and you're gonna win. At this point of his career, at D Hop's career, winning should be the only thing that matters. He's already been the highest paid for a number of years. He's got money. He's secured his family. Now, let me win and get me a title. Let me get a chip. Especially if the money's comparable. I'm not saying go play for $5 million as opposed to 16. But if Kansas City knocks on the door for 12 and you go to Tennessee for 15, 16, at this point of my career, I'm trying to win. Boy, you get old, losing sucks.
Yes, it does.
It's cold. Man, you look at, damn, man, we ain't won but 2 games.
Hell no.
No. Ocho, now it's time for Q and A.
Hold on. I got to hit you with that church finger one time.
Go ahead. Bro, ain't nobody saying, look, you talk about how many more weapons does Mahomes need? Oh, you think those guys are weapons that he got? Oh, wow. Okay. I get it. Uh, no, we were saying when D Hop was a free agent, that's when I thought the Chiefs would go after him. But what the Chiefs had on the table versus what Tennessee had on the table was two different. I get it. I get it. I'm saying had D Hop, if the numbers were comparable, 12 million versus 15, 16, with a chance to win and have Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid calling plays, Patrick Mahomes throwing me the ball versus Tennessee and Will Levis or Malik Willis. Well, it seems like it's a no-brainer to me, considering D Hop is probably made north of $100 million. But hey, I don't count no man's pockets. He wants to take the money. I get it. But I don't know if Kansas City had a comparable offer on the table. But Ocho, Tony Brown Jr. says Daniel Jones is officially a part of the Ski Mask All-Stars. Unc Ocho, he's stealing money.
Hey, that's a good one.
He is.
Ski Mask All-Stars. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Hey,
nah.
The timing was impeccable. The timing was impeccable for him to get paid, though. Timing was impeccable. There was no quarterback. There was nowhere else for him to go. They had no choice. Their hands was behind their back. What else were they gonna do?
Easy. The same thing they did with Saquon.
But you know, listen, now you gotta understand the value of the position. That's all it was. The value of the position.
Is Derrick Henry providing value?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. That was a good one. Absolutely.
Because at the end of the day, look at Christian McCaffrey. Is he value?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You come out better with Saquon and a lesser tier quarterback that doesn't make the mistakes that Daniel Jones. You're not winning anything with Daniel Jones. You're just not, Ocho. You're not. And I think a lot of people know that if David Cutcliffe was not Daniel Jones' head coach, offensive coordinator, he ain't going where he's going. But he coached Eli. He coached Peyton. He's probably telling this guy is more athletic than Peyton and Eli combined. Has a better arm than both of them. Oh,
it take more than that, though.
You know, I know. Brandon Holloman, that was awful. I couldn't tell if he was playing for the Lions or the Cowboys. Let's just call a spade a spade. The Cowboys are a bad team. Their offense is bad, and they're bad on defense this year. Yeah, I said that. But everybody want to give Dak a pass. When the Lions score, is Dak not allowed to get the ball and score?
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely.
Okay, Lions score again. Is Dak not allowed to get the ball and score?
Yeah. Every time.
I know
every time Dak is allowed to score.
This is a basketball where you play make it, take it. You make the basket, you get to take it. Unlike basketball, you know, in a football and a basketball game, hey, guess what? When they score, you get the ball, you get a chance to go score too. But y'all want to give him a pass. Y'all want to talk about how bad the defense is. Your defense is atrocious.
Even with the defense being bad, the offense still got to score.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. And they're not doing their job on either side of the ball.
You know what's funny? You know what's going to happen?
What that?
The Cowboys played bad. Dak played bad. Watch they come out the bye week and win 10 straight or some shit like that. It's like something crazy.
No, Ocho, it ain't nothing that crazy.
You don't think so?
No. No. We gave you the schedule. You want to hear it again?
Nah. You gave it to me because that next five. Ooh.
Okay. Rafi collects. Jared had an opportunity to get an elite running back and a wide receiver like T. Higgins or Keenan Allen in the offseason. Jared, the problem. Yeah, we know that.
Hey, Jerry need to act like the Yankees on offense, man. Act like the Yankees. Matter of fact, Jerry should go get T. Higgins next year. T. Higgins and CD.
You got first of all, you got CD making 34
Right.
million. What you gonna pay T?
T need to make 30.
So I got a $60 million quarterback, a wide receiver that makes 35, another wide receiver that makes 30. Okay, let me ask
Yeah.
you this. How much you gonna pay Michael Parsons?
Hey, we gonna pay Micah back. Who make the most? TJ Watt? What TJ Watt make?
Joey Bosa. I mean Nick
What Nick
Bosa.
make a year?
About 32.
Okay. We'll give Micah 34. We'll let him set the market. 34.
What you gonna pay him in Bitcoin under the
Oh,
table?
we're gonna get it to him under the table, huh? Hey, we gonna get it to him under the table, baby.
I wouldn't advise that, but I mean, and you got Trayvon Diggs making 19. Yeah. TJ makes the most. 30. How much Nick make? How much does Nick Bosa make?
I'm tripping. I forgot about Myles Garrett. I thought.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know. Listen, I know the numbers be high, but I'm just CD need another dog on that other side, huh? You hear me?
Yeah. But that's what Michael's playing now. Remember Michael went to
Chat,
defensive
y'all
end.
can hear me? Chat, I know y'all can hear me. CD need another dog on the other side of him. I'm telling you. Listen to me. I lie for you before I lie to you. Boy, you get CD got another dog on the other side of him. I'm talking about like that boy. I ain't talking about no anybody. I'm talking about that boy. Can you imagine T. Higgins and goddamn CD Lamb, boy?
No, I can't imagine
You
that.
can't?
Just like you can't imagine CD you can't Chase and T. Higgins. Because if you could imagine him paying them 34, you could imagine T. Higgins staying in Cincinnati and what you call him getting 36, 37, and then them paying him 30.
I was just throwing it out there. I'm just speaking hypotheticals. You know, I could wish. I could wish. I'm trying to breathe hope into the Cowboys fans.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm trying to give Jerry some ideas because I know Jerry watch our show. Little you didn't even know that. Jerry watched the show. I talked to him.
Well, clearly he ain't listening. Rafi Kalak says Belichick as head coach, Robert Saleh to the as DC for the Cowboys. Jerry is not going to have somebody there that's a bigger name than
but listen,
him.
Bill don't play that shit. Bill wouldn't go there no way. Did he say Bill? Oh man, yep. Bill don't play that, man. Bill don't play that. All that talking and all that, man, ain't no way in hell Bill going to that circus. Absolutely not. Because if Bill goes to that circus, then he becomes a clown. Yep. Oh no, absolutely not. And if Bill was to go to the Cowboys, then that means I wouldn't be able to work with him on Wednesdays. That ain't happening.
Mike said, would you and Ocho ever buy the Cowboys? If y'all take over and get Jerry out, they might start winning rings. With what? Me and Ocho can't even play for the equipment, let alone the whole damn team. We be broke buying Gatorade. Man, you got to have $300 million in cash just to operate a professional team.
Hold on.
Oh, hell no.
Listen, I know some people in Mexico, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you want to do something, I speak a little Spanish. Now, I could let them know we would think about making an investment. Now, they could lend us the money to buy the Cowboys. Now, I don't know how the hell we're going to pay their ass back, but I can get you the money.
Hey, I don't want to get no knock on the door. And I look out there and I see a whole bunch of vans out there. And I see some guys with badges around their necks. Nah, I'm good, Ocho. I'm gonna let you have that one. I'm gonna let you have that one. I don't want no part of that.
I'm just telling you, there's always a way. I know people now.
Right.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
You try to have us like Ozark. Have us like Marty Bird on the run. Oh no.
Hey, you could be Marty and I'll be Ruth.
Or Ruth Langmore.
Yeah. Hey. But that was a good
Ruth
one.
Langmore and Darlene, man.
Huh?
Now, if I had Darlene or Ruth Langmore on my side, I might think
Hey,
about
you got Ash and be Darlene.
it. Brian N said, "What's up, Unc Ocho? We put belt to ass today, praying for quick recovery from my boy Hutch. Who can we expect? Okay, who can we expect for us to trade for DN wise? I already told you should trade for. I'm called. As a matter of fact, I was as soon as he went down, I was on the phone calling
Right away,
the
huh?
Raiders.
It might
I give
when is the
y'all
trade deadline, huh?
when the trade deadline, like first week October. I mean
Oh, we
November,
got a long way to go.
because I think they pushed it
Oh,
back.
we got a long way to go.
Uh, November 5th. Yeah, first week of
Okay, yeah, we
November.
got
They
time.
pushed
We
it
got
back.
time. But if anything, if any moves need to be made, they need to be made now.
Oh, we thinking about it. Oh yeah, for sure. But all I can do is that's what I would do, because he's a difference maker. He's gonna make your defense better. They played unbelievable on defense today. They got 3 picks, got a
Boy,
fumble,
you
sack
seen
Dak.
Brian Branch? Listen, I posted a
Ocho, the
tweet
play
about
that he
I posted
made,
a tweet yesterday, no, today when I was watching the game, and I looked at the tweet, and it's like I asked people, how do I find old tweets about somebody? Because I was watching Buddy play last year, and he was so good. Every week he was standing out on film. And I had somebody did a little collage of all the tweets, and it looked so goddamn creepy because I was tweeting about the man every goddamn month during the season. He nice, boy.
yeah. But you see that interception that he made,
Which
that
one? Oh,
first
the
one?
first one?
He had Tolbert and
Yeah.
man, but he was late getting over and just sloughed
Right.
off and picked Dak on the
Right.
7 route to CD.
Listen, there was no threat. The sideline right there. I might as well just play back a little bit. It's no different than if you're in the open field and you got 2 men. You got the number 2 running to the corner, and you got somebody in the flat. Shoot, I'd rather play the corner route than play the goddamn flat and cheat and get an
But here's the thing,
interception.
though, Ocho, but he was coming down to take Tolbert on the man because he got him in
Yeah.
man. And he was so late getting
Right.
over.
Oh, he just
Dak
floated off.
had threw the ball before CD was out of his break. He's like, well, hell, thank you, Dak.
Ah, that's tough too.
It fell right off into
That's
the route.
tough.
It
That's
is.
tough.
It absolutely is. Laney Ray says, feel better, Shannon. Do you guys have a special routine of food or drink that always made you feel better when you were ill as a kid? I remember watching Price is Right, eating saltines and drinking ginger ale.
I don't get sick
No.
often. I don't get sick often, but we know what food I ate. We know what I ate.
Nah, I ain't want to get sick because I don't know how they did it in the north, but in the south, you're gonna get some castor oil, you're gonna get some acidity, you can get a whole bunch of stuff because they thought the key to getting anything out of your system is going to the bathroom.
Or going to sleep.
You got a headache.
Go lay your ass down. You'll be all right.
I'm trying to figure out, if I got a headache, why do I need to go pee? What the fuck you got to do? I got a headache.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? You got a cold, boy. You need to take some action medicine, Serpa Black Draw, castor. No, my stomach just hurt.
Right.
Sometimes your stomach just hurt. Your head just hurt. You got a cold or something. Man, I was like, no. But I tried not to drink tea because I don't want to be up all night because, like I said, my bladder is like this big.
Oh, yeah.
So, because they already know when I get off the plane, I go to the bathroom as soon as I get off the plane.
You just like you, yeah. I'm the complete opposite. I drink all day. I drink coffee all
Ash
day.
go 3 days without going to the bathroom. Ash, we took a flight. We took a flight 12, 13 hours. Ash ain't get up one time.
How many times you went?
She done drank about 4 or 5 Coca-Colas, 2 bottles of water.
How many times you went to the
We
bathroom?
get all way, we get all the way through passport. We get all the way through what they call that
Yeah,
immigration. She get to the hotel. 15 hours. Who go 15 hours without going to the bathroom, Ocho? And then drunk a case of Coke and 2 liters of water.
you got to be able to hold that thing, huh?
Man, I ain't holding nothing. That's why I get an aisle seat, because I'm going. Sir, you need to fasten your seatbelt. You want to clean up some pee? You can either let me go to the bathroom, or you can work in a nursing home. You got one or two choices.
Oh,
I recommend you let me go to the bathroom.
right.
That's my recommendation to you. Nice and said, hello, Shannon Ocho. Here's some good medicine. Get some whole bitter root, cut it a little piece, and chew it like gum.
Wait, cut who?
Bitter root. It's called bitter root.
I don't know what that is. I stick to McDonald's.
I did not even know my voice was like this because I hadn't spoke to anybody today. So I didn't know my voice was like this until I had to do a read before I was like, oh man.
Yeah, ain't bad, ain't good, ain't good. I know. Hey, listen, you know, you're not supposed to swallow, but go ahead. You good.
Man, go ahead on with that
I
foolishness.
got you.
I guess I need to hit the road then. Dr. Frankie L. Bellamy said, if you had two options, you could either have a woman who makes just as much as you, if not more money, or you could have a woman who is up the same values as you, but not quite there yet. Which would you
I'm
take?
gonna go ahead and sit this one out, but go ahead and answer, Unc. I ain't finna get me in trouble saying the wrong shit.
If I had a choice, a woman that makes just as much, if not more,
You got to be careful too, Unc. The way you answer that, at least that at least be real short. You ain't got
man,
much room for error, boy, depending on who it is.
yeah. I don't know, man.
That shit
Ocho,
different.
woman making just as much as
Shit.
me, if not
Boy,
more,
you ain't got no room for error. Be careful.
or same values. I think I'm gonna take the
Yeah.
values. I think I take the values. Because I mean, look, me, I don't care. Hell, you can make 30,000, 50,000. We
Yeah.
good. We gonna be good. Just understand that, hey, oh, daddy got to
Yeah.
work. Daddy got to work. You know what I'm saying? Boss lady said, hi, Shan. I work and play hard. A certain gent could ask a certain lady to ice cream, crumble cookie for a birthday in Atlanta. She says, yes, they vibe. He gets his gift from his B-Day as friends. We should. Oh, I'm like, is she asking me what the hell is crumble cookie?
Hey, man, where have you
Oh,
ordering that? Or them big ass come in them big ass boxes, man. The big old cookies, man. I don't listen, I tasted it. I don't see what the hype is about it. I like my normal cookies I get from Publix. You know, you roll the dough out, put them on the foil, and put them in the oven. That's what I like. I like my oatmeal cookies. I like my oatmeal raisin cookies, and I like my chocolate chip cookies. That's it. All the extra crumble this and
hey,
crumble that. And then it costs too much. You seen the price point of them cookies? Yeah, I'm
hey,
good.
hey, lady, I like lady cookies. That's just me. That's just me, Ocho. I like lady cookies.
Hey, Uncle, all this new stuff, man. All this new stuff, man. Costs too damn much. I'm good. I'm good.
She said, I work hard, I play hard. A certain gent could ask a certain lady to ice cream. I'm gonna have to take I would have to take my lactate pills with me for her birthday in Atlanta. She says yes, they
Yeah.
vibe. He gets his gift from his birthday as friends.
Mm.
Damn. Damn. Okay. All right. What you think, Ocho? What you thinking?
Shoot, I'm kind of confused on what they trying to say, huh?
You know what I'm saying? I
Break
said,
it down, break it down to me in layman terms.
you know, in other words, long story short, Ocho, she tried to go 12 rounds with Chase.
She asking you on a date.
She tried to go 12 rounds with Chase.
Hey, hey, yeah. Hey, get her number real quick. Tell her shoot you a DM. Hey, sis.
I'm just
Hey,
look at
shoot Uncle DM. Send me your numbers on Instagrams. Send it to him, sis. Hey, you got
it's
sparks on you?
scheduled
You
for
got them sparks on?
it's a keep them
Okay,
things.
okay. And she in Atlanta too,
Mm-hmm.
so that means that's I think you gotta y'all make that happen. I want to know what happened. Hurry up. Tell me.
You know, it's in all prize fights we schedule them for
Right,
12.
right.
Knockout normally happens about 2 to 3. I, 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 I ain't been out of the third. I ain't been out of the third in several years, Ocho. I don't know what it is.
Hey, go ahead, give it to a champ. Give it to her. Hey, champ, that's what
You
she
know,
want. That's what she asking for.
I be on them rubies.
Yeah. Give her what she want now.
Hey,
Yeah.
Ocho, I hit that clock. I put that start clock on
Right.
them.
But what's that? What's that, huh? What that was?
That's, that's the clock that I
Oh, you
hit.
got a real clock.
Okay. I've been here 15 minutes. Okay. It's time to wrap it up. It's time to put a bow on this one.
Hell no. Well, you got a
It's time to
clock,
put a
man.
bow on it, Ocho.
Hey, I gotta try that. I gotta try that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Have a whole clock so you know how long you've been. Okay. That was nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
Patrick Arthur, Unc Ocho, don't come to Sioux Falls. Someone just stole my car, man. So much for me trying to put a small city on. God is good, though. Love always. Damn, Pat. Maybe it was a Buffalo.
What happened?
Because Sioux Falls is South Dakota, isn't it?
Sioux Falls, South
They
Dakota.
stole my man's car. Damn. Alan Fletcher, Ocho Unc, do NFL play players under the table until y'all said something? I didn't even think about it.
Hell nah.
Not that bro, look here. Man, by the time Roger Goodell labor that fine and take so many draft picks
Boy,
from you,
you won't even have a team. You won't be able to have one for a long time.
you have to cut so many players because he gonna do is take that cap
Yep.
space. Take that cap space. Kipper Norwood Jr., my question is it a disappointment if Aaron Rodgers does not get another championship before he
Nah.
retires? I think it's disappointing that he didn't have one. He doesn't have more
Yeah.
than one. Considering how talented he is and was, now he's not the same player that he once was. But if you look at it, the man got 4 MVPs and he's never been back to a Super Bowl. And you look at the weapons that he
Yeah.
had, and the last couple of years, he's had a defense to complement him. Yeah, it's I'm not saying look, and what the expectations are this year, Ocho, because what did they say? This team is a quarterback
Wait,
away
from a Lombardi.
from being serious playoff
Contenders, yeah.
contenders. He hasn't played
No.
well.
But we're gonna see. Wait, they play tomorrow night, huh? Wait, who play Monday Night
Did he play
Football?
tomorrow? Yes. Yeah.
The Jets and
Jets, Bills. Jets,
ooh,
Bills.
okay. That's gonna be a nice one.
The Jets are at home.
Be
Yes.
a nice one.
Yes. So big boy toys. I'm a Steeler fan. My mom is a Raider fan, an Oakland Raider. Excuse me, fan to be specific. I was talking trash after the win. Now my mom is kicking me out of the house. She don't love me no more. What do I do? I ain't going nowhere, mama.
Period. She love you. She ain't really.
What they? Hey, I was squat. You know, squatters got rights
Yep.
in California.
Sure do. I'm gonna try that. Go in them big old houses, 50, 60 million and just
Hey,
squat in that thing.
sometimes you pick the wrong day to play. Okay, you catch somebody on the right
Right.
day in the wrong way.
I already know.
People play too much. Y'all know damn well that at y'all house, y'all go in there, and then when people do something bad to you, oh, you didn't have to do that. You could have called the authorities. Well, I called the authorities, and they wouldn't get their ass up out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Man, don't be going in people's house talking about you own this house and I purchased the deed and all kinds. People be playing entirely
Yeah.
too much these days, Ocho.
I'm just trying to figure out how do squatters even have rights to be in something that they don't own.
Man, look here. We got a lot of crazy ass laws out
Mhm.
here that do more protecting of people that shouldn't have
Right.
rights as opposed to the people that are supposed to have rights. But that's a story for another day. We'll
Yes, sir.
discuss it, Ocho. But come in my house if you want to, talking about you own something up in here. You're gonna get exactly what you're looking for. Jay Andy says, "Hey, Unc and Ocho. Hey, Unc, Ocho owes you money. Said OBJ was gonna get 1,000 yards this year. Break bread,
The
Ocho.
season ain't over yet.
How many get?
Hey,
So they played
you know
five
we only in
games.
week 6, right? We
Yeah,
got a long we still got 11 games to go.
the most yards OBJ has had in a season is probably what 1,400. What's the most yards OBJ's had in the season? Because what we can do is extrapolate what he would need to do in order to
It's possible.
1,450. That's the most yards he's had in a season. So, his second year in the league, fresh.
What you trying to say?
He has not had 1,000 yards in a season since 2019,
What year we in right now?
2024. Come on, break bread. Now, I will let you buy out for not below asking price. If you play this out to the season, I'm gonna have to ask him full price.
I got hope. I got belief.
Okay. Okay. That what you got?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. Let's say 500 yards.
Okay, I tell you
Yeah.
what. Pay off that original bet, and then we can place a new bet for 500
Nah, I'm
yards.
gonna stick with my 1,000.
Thank you guys for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. I am your favorite Unc Shannon Sharpe. He's your favorite number 85. Liberty City's own Cincinnati Bengal legend, Ring of Fame honoree, Pro Bowler, All Pro. He's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Just call him Ocho. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that like button. And guys, do us a favor. Go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Every subscriber counts. Every subscriber matter. We thank you for helping us ascend to where we've become, where we are. Make sure you go check out Shea by Le Portier. By the end of the year, we will be in between 14 and 16 states. If we're not currently in a state or a city near you, we have it in stock. You can order it and we'll ship it right to your door. Please make sure you go follow my media company page on all platforms. That's Shay Shay Media and my clothing company, 84, with 84 being spelled out. Unc and Ocho tees are back in stock. I repeat, Unc and Ocho tees are back in stock. And some of you guys have reached out to us and said, let us know that you have started to receive your orders. You got the email confirmation. So hopefully by this week, all orders that were placed within the last 3 weeks will be shipped and you'll have your merchandise. We greatly appreciate your support and we even appreciate more your patience. Please make sure you go vote for us for the Signal Awards. Nightcap was nominated for 2 awards. Best Live Podcast Recording, we're currently in second place, and the Best Co-Host Team, we're currently in second place. Voting is open through October 17th, midnight. Just like the Webbies, you can create an account and verify the email. Again, you have to create an account and verify your email. Club Shay Shay, we're nominated for 3 awards: Popular Culture and Variety Show, Best Athletes Shaping Culture Show, and the Best Individual Episode, Best Guest, Cat Williams. Thank you for your support, as always. The Bengals go on the road and get a much needed win to improve to 2-4. They beat the Giants 17-7 on the road. Jerry Jones, head hung low. They lose at home for the 3rd time this season and for the 4th time in 4 meaningful home games, because remember, they lost the playoff game last year. They lost to the Detroit Lions 47-9, even though the win was bittersweet. They did lose Aiden Hutchinson, for the remaining of the season with a compound leg fracture. Who else? The Ravens beat the Commanders 30-23, win their 4th straight game. Lamar Jackson was sensational with 323 passing yards, and Derrick Henry had over 130 yards rushing as they win 4 straight. The Bucs go on the road and win 51-27 over the Saints. The Texans trounce the Patriots. The Texans are now 5-1. And the Eagles beat the Browns 2016. Steelers beat the Raiders. Bears beat the Jags. Colts beat the Titans. So again, thank you for tuning in for another episode of Nightcap. I'm Unc. He's Ocho. We'll see you tomorrow after Monday Night Football. Thanks for joining us.
I love y'all. Good night.